Okay, welcome back. My World 67. Well, I completed that paint job on the top of the 6,000. This is it, 6,000. Here it is mechanic. It's a little different color orange, but actually I kind of like it. What we're getting ready to do now, we're getting ready to reassemble and to make some notations. We had cleaned the wheels. They were just totally rust. As I said, the frame piece was rusty. Front truck. And I did go ahead and go back and paint the sides. Got a motor for it. This is a motor out of the 0999 pre-work. And it didn't run. I got it running. I had to go ahead and take it out of it and rewire the bypass. And just runs forward. Also added a light too. Simple add on, go to the frame and to the brush, and you're in business. Also, the frame generally mounts up in these because of the type of motor that they normally use. They mount this direction. But in order to mount different type of motors in Marx, you've got different results. Usually mount like this in order to use them. With a standard locomotive engine. Okay, wheels were soaked in vinegar. Came out pretty good considering. A little bit of rust on the back side of the wheels, but not much. The axles came out real clean. Briefly, I want to show you that in preparing to put a light down on the inside of this engine, I had to use something just to kind of raise the light up because of the type of light I was using, and I had nothing to mount it to the frame with. Tried different things. Didn't have anything really good. Usually I have some light housings around. Didn't have any this time, and the type of light I'm using for this just requires a way to hold it. So we're good. But anyway, I took a block of wood, put down in there, and painted it, and it's hot glued in place. That way, if you ever want to remove it, it's not a big problem, and it doesn't damage anything. And one day we just might want to put a regular motor back in it. All right, let's get started with the rebuild. Okay, here we go. First, we're going to take the frame. And we're going to reinstall or reconnect
just got home, just laying on the couch. We got church at 6. So.
This front truck. And you notice when I took this front truck apart, these, it still has the rivet in it, the original rivet. And I left that original rivet in there purposely so that when we go back together, I can re-rivet it. So here's what we do here. Put that back in. Usually I would have a socket or something to put underneath here. But today we're just going to use a couple pair of pliers. Take the screwdriver. Oh. To build it up a little more. We take a couple of pair of pliers here. Screwdriver. Now, if you have a punch, a center punch, be a lot better. I don't have a center punch anymore. I got to buy me another one. And you just take that, put it on there so that it pushes the rivet back up through.
Hello? Well, now I can. You can fade it out.
Take your Phillips screwdriver.
Take Luke to get a haircut.
Give it a good whack. And that spreads that back out. Gotta get another one. I guess we're going to have to get there we go. It's so much easier when you have the right tools to do it.
Your dad was saying that?
Okay, here we go. Now look, we got it. Got it spread out. Just like new. We also went and drilled 2 holes in the rear for our rear mounting brace. We also had to put a stationary coupler on there. So we put a tab coupler. I had made this little tab coupler. Had used it on another engine. And so we put it on here to try to see how it work. Now it's stationary so it doesn't swivel. And that may or may not be a problem. We'll find out once we get the layout cleaned off and actually get to run some of these trains on it. But as for right now, it makes it so that it's at least tried to be serviceable. Okay, so we're going to put this motor down in this engine. We've got some sheet metal screws. Little metal screws here. Start to screw. See if we can line it up. With the hole. Screw down in. We're not going to tighten it all the way up until after we get everything all together. These screws are self-tappers, but sometimes if you don't have quite enough if your hole's just a little bit too small, it won't start. So what you have to do is get you a little bit bigger screw. Or you'll find one that has a good sharp point on the end of it. him started in there like we did the one on the other side. Okay. We'll keep those two out. We might need them later. All right, now we have the motor mounted. We're going to go ahead and mount the light. Now I've drilled a hole down in this wooden block. And we're going to take, it's like a paneling nail. And we're just going to push that nail down in there as far as we can go. As I say, I'd already drilled a hole in the block. All right, we got that mounted in there. We're going to take that, we're going to set it over out of the way. And we're going to go ahead and put the wheels on the truck. All right. Okay.
Oh, yes, but thank you. It's a nice night tonight. Where do you want to fly from Tucson?
Spread those side frames out, get them in, and then squeeze them back together a little bit. Once you get them in. We'll come back over to the engine. Now this motor has 2 slots in it. We'll go inside and put one side of the tabs in first. So we're going to put this top side tabs in first. Well, looks like the bottom ones want to go in first, so we'll put the bottom ones in first.
You must have lined off.
There we go. This one on this side dropped down for some reason or another. Yeah, we gotta bring it back up. Sometimes it get a little complicated. That's why we wanted to keep this back side loose and not tight in this back mount, because it's hard to negotiate the frame to get it where you want it to go. Okay. We're going to take it back out. start it again. There we are. You take it and you bend these tabs back over. You just need them, those pliers on them if you have them.
He's innocent. His accounts were short and the bank auditors came. He didn't know what to do. Mr. Garner took all he had and then stayed put. Yes, but he can't prove it. Mr. Garner, my father is a sick man. Could you kill him? Besides, what is Ken doing to you? I'll talk to Bob.
Yeah, this one slipped back out again. Shouldn't be too much of a problem to get it back in there. Get that a little tighter. And there it is. And we tightened up these screws back here in the back. And we have a not too bad looking 6000. All assembled, ready to go. Let's put it on a test track and see if it runs.